Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Energy Assistance YouTube channel for Scott, Carver, and Dakota counties. I am delighted once again to be talking about the logistics of the Energy Assistance Program. As in my first introductory video, I discussed what the program is, the history of the program, and the logistics of the program. In the second video, I covered more in-depth logistics of the program. And for this video, I'm going to show you lovely viewers the actual application and how to successfully fill out the application. So without further ado, let's take a look at the application. So of course, this is the application for last program year, and we can easily tell that because of the 2023-2024 year right here. So for next program season, you are going to see 2024-2025 Minnesota Energy Program application. I just want to draw your attention to the left-hand corner of the application. You know this is the application for Scott, Carver, and Dakota Cap Agency because it says so right here, along with our address, our phone number, our fax number, our website, and our email address. So if you see this and you live in Scott, Carver, or Dakota County, you know you have the right application. So let's get into the first page. Here is for personal identifying information. This is how we know whose application this belongs to. So you're going to put your social security number because as we've discussed in the first few videos, that is imperative for this program. So you'll put your SSN, your name, your date of birth, your address, the language spoken, your primary phone, whether that's a landline or cell phone, a valid email address, and how you want the Energy Assistance Program to contact you. If you fill out the application and omit or leave out certain information, we need to contact you to obtain that information. So please put down whether you want US mail or email as your primary contact information. Here we also have a spot for an authorized representative, and that's if you want someone to legally be able to speak on your behalf. Let's say you have a power of attorney, a guardian, or just someone that you really trust to speak on your behalf. If that's the case and they're not inherently in your household, then you can put that person's name and phone number here. You can also put their address if you want them to get mail on your behalf. Let's go to the second page of the application. This is where you would put yourself and your household members that live in your dwelling, along with the corresponding income information. So here we do have space to put all your household members' information, like their social security number, their name, their date of birth, their personal identifying information, and whether they have income or not. If a person has income in your household, please indicate so by putting a Y for yes. If that household member does not have income, you can put a no. We also asked some more additional questions here you can feel free to answer, like are there members in your household without income who are over the age of 18? Would you like to update your voter registration? Is someone in your household a board or employee member of the Energy Assistance Agency? And how did you hear about our program? If we go down the second page, here is a space to indicate who has income and what income they have. So let's say you have wages and another person in your household has Social Security benefits. Then we should see two check marks, one for wages and one for Social Security benefits. Let's say no one in your household has any income at all, and that is perfectly fine. We know not everyone in our county, in our households have income, and as I said, that is perfectly okay. You're just going to indicate to us that you don't have income by checking this box. If we move on to the third page, that's where we have housing information and energy providers. I would say this page is super, super important because this is how we actually pay your accounts or pay your utility bills. So up at the top, you're going to put what type of dwelling you live in, whether that's a house, an apartment, a townhouse, a mobile home, a duplex, a triplex, a fourplex, or other. If what you live in, what sort of dwelling you live in wasn't encompassed here, that's perfectly fine. Then just check this box. We also need to know how long you've lived in the home because that tells us what sort of energy consumption you've used, and then the mortgage or rent that you do pay. We have some additional information here about renters versus owners. And here is a space where, if you're self employed, we ask if your business is in your home, just because that could affect your energy consumption, therefore, could affect the grant that you receive. In this space, we talk about energy providers. So here you would indicate what sort of heating do you have. As discussed in my earlier videos, we know we work with all sorts of different energy providers and all sorts of different utility fuel providers. Some people have natural gas as their primary heating. Some people have propane, biofuel, oil, steam, wood. There is no right or wrong answer to this. All we are looking for is accurate and truthful information so we can pay a grant that makes sense. So you would put your main heating source here. Most people in our 3 counties have natural gas as their main heating source. And then we're looking for your account number and the account holder, or the name on the account. And in this section, you would put your electric vendor. So let's say you live in Dakota County and you have CenterPoint as your natural gas provider and Dakota Electric as your electric provider. Then we're going to see the name of the company up here, the account number here, and the account holder here. I also want to draw attention to this section right here because applicants often miss this section and it is super important. So as I've discussed before, we pay the primary heat grant to your utilities, but we can split up that grant any way the applicant would like. Let's say someone's having a hard time paying their natural gas bill, but they're doing well paying their electric bill, and it's remained pretty low. If that was the case, that household might want the full benefit to go to their main heating source, and that is perfectly fine option to do. You would just indicate that right here, and you would check this box that you want the full grant to go to your main heating. And it could be the other side of the coin as well. Maybe you're having a hard time paying your electric bill and you're using a lot of electricity in your dwelling and you're having a hard time paying on that. So if that's the case, maybe you want the full benefit to go to your electric account, and that's okay too. Then you would check this box here that says you want the full grant to go to your electric account. And in this section is a space where you can indicate that you're in some sort of energy emergency. If you're curious about what energy emergencies are, please go to my second video where I discuss the logistics of the program. And I go more in depth about what crises are, how you know when you have a crisis, and how to tell us to do so. So if you have a disconnection notice, you can put the company you have the notice with, and maybe that company has already shut you off. Then please indicate so, because as discussed in prior videos, we will prioritize those energy emergencies. So that covers the 3rd page. And for the 4th page, this is where you would print your name, you would sign your John Hancock or your signature, and then you would give us the date of when you actually filled out the application. Now remember, what you put here determines what you turn into us for proof. Let's say you fill out this application in September. So just remember, we would be looking at August for your income verification month. Energy assistance always uses the month prior to the applicant's signature date. So I also invite you to read through these stipulations when you have time, because by signing the energy assistance application, you are in fact agreeing to all these stipulations. So that is all 4 pages of the energy assistance application. Remember to read through these instructions as they do hold valuable information like the income guidelines, what proofs to send, what happened next, energy emergencies, why we ask for the information that we do, privacy notices, your rights and responsibilities, and then information like how to appeal, and more information about commerce and all of that good stuff. So I invite you to read through the instructions information. I won't go through the full thing. However, it is very imperative for our program. I am hoping that that was an informational video. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I look forward to speaking with you all very soon. Bye bye.